Okay, we're good. This is Sophie. She is my new med student that's with me. I actually have 2 this week, so I'm going to show another video soon with my other med student. So again, we are starting at our top, and so I'm starting. So when I'm feeling a first rib, I can feel a first rib standing up here. So I can feel that it's a little bit elevated on the side. Do you feel that difference, Sophie?
Yes.
So then I'm coming. So when you're seeing me feel a back, I'm starting. Here's your spinous process. Do you feel how it kind of dips down? How my thumbs kind of dip down?
Yes.
So what I'm feeling is in that dip down space, that's your transverse processes. And so I'm feeling those transverse processes, walking down your back and noticing that there is a difference in change right here. And then it's just kind of continuing down your whole right side. Do you have pain anywhere?
No.
Okay. And then this is where your PSIS is. So here's your iliac crest, following it around to the back, and here's your PSIS. So go ahead and bend forward for me. And so she has a little bit of an abnormality on this left side here. Go ahead and stand up. And so the other thing I'm noticing when she is standing here is that her head is dipped a little bit forward. And this is just her natural position. So her head is naturally pushed a little bit forward here, where it should be is back here. And so this can contribute long-term to some neck tension and some neck pain, because if you're constantly in this flexed position forward, it's going to put a lot of tension on their neck. You don't have any neck pain?
I did last week, actually, here.
Go ahead and lay on your back for me. So I'm going to start with that first rib and then move to your hip. But the neck pain went away?
It did.
What did you do to make the neck pain go away?
It just went away on its own. I felt like it was stress. Very well candy.
Okay, so I'm feeling, so you feel that right there? That is your first rib right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm putting my hand on that. Bring your arm up for me. And then you're going to try and pull your arm this way for me. And I'm pushing down on that first rib. So go ahead and pull. And then I'm pushing, and now we're going to relax. That was 3 to 5 seconds. And then we're going to do that again. Go ahead and push. And I'm pushing down, I'm pushing down. I'm resisting her arm is what I'm doing here. Relax. And we're going to do that again. Push, 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 push. And relax. Good. So then I'm going to recheck. Always recheck your work to see if it feels any different. So when I'm pushing on this, does that feel painful like it did when I initially did it?
No, it feels a little lower, actually.
Perfect. It is. So then if I wanted to say she was having neck pain, I can then go and check. So I'm checking rotation. I'm checking rotation. I'm checking side bending of her neck. Checking side bending of her neck. And then I am checking translation of the neck, where I've got my fingers on her transverse process here, on her transverse process here, and I'm pushing back and forth to see if I feel any issues. And there's really not any that I'm feeling. Should have done this last week.
Yeah.
So then I'm going to come around to the ASIS. So here, it's her ASIS right here, and this one is up. So her hip, what it's doing, is rotating backwards. So we're going to bring your legs up here for me. So you've seen me do this a few times.
Yeah.
This is not treating that specifically that hip. This is treating just kind of like what I call a shotgun approach to kind of reset your pelvic bone. So push your knees in for me. Good. And then you're going to go ahead and pull apart. And I can even feel that this side is just a touch weaker than this side is. Good. And then you're going to go ahead and pull apart. Pull, pull, pull. Good. Okay, legs are going to go down. And I'm going to pull this leg off the table here because this side was elevated. So you're going to push your knee up for me. And stop. And then go ahead and push again. And stop. And then one more. Good. And then we're going to recheck everything. So then I'm going to come back and I'm going to feel, and these feel even. Go ahead and sit up for me. And then you're going to put your feet that way. Actually, come around a little bit. So I found something more in her upper thoracic. So it was kind of a segment up here. So her prominence feels here. So her scapula is here. We're at the bottom of her scapula. So we're right at like T7 here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to check her inflection and extension and see which one is worse. Bend forward for me. And then come on up and extend your back. So it gets worse in extension. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn her until I feel her resistance point and barrier, which is right here, and then put her into a little bit of extension to her resistance point. And then I'm going to have her take her shoulder and you're going to turn it to your left. So push, push, push. Good. And then we're going to move more into all those positions that she does not like to go. Turn again. Stop. Bend a little bit more. Turn a little more. Good. Now one more time. Good. So then we're going to recheck. and that doesn't feel any posterior anymore. And it's hard to know if like things feel better because she didn't have pain to really start with, but there were definitely some abnormalities. But that's kind of, it's more for you to get the feeling of what I'm doing and the pressure and everything that I'm doing. So, all right? Okay, go ahead and stop that.